This morning has been absolutely serene and relaxing here at the Dallas market. I know you're buyers, you're very excited, you're ready to come in and start scanning, but it has been nice for me because I'm preparing to show you backyard garden, and the colors are relaxing. Everything here just kind of makes you go, Let's get started right now. We're in showroom 310 here at the Dallas market, and we have some really nice new products here. The first thing you're going to notice is the tone. The tone is very nice and soft. It's this nice soft green color. All of the elements here just really relax you and make you feel calm. And you know what? That's what you want for your backyard garden. Whether your items that you're selecting are actually being brought inside of the home, like these beautiful trays. These are some new trays that we have. I love, and you really can't see this on the camera, but I'm going to run my finger across it because there's like a little lip here, and it comes across and it's very smooth. It's graduated right here on the edge. It's a little bit higher. These are beautiful new trays. They have this gorgeous mushroom print. Now, we've had mushrooms in the last few years and they've been very trendy, but this is a very classy looking set of prints for mushrooms, and nice wooden base for this beautiful new trays that we have. This collection, you're going to see some of those overarching trends are taking place that we talked about in the other 5 collections. Those things like a move towards a little bit more of a look of an oil painting on our wall art. We're going to start with this one in the back. Yes, it has some large dabs of paint that you're going to see, and a little bit of texture even across the front of that vase there. It looks like, oh yes, this could have been an oil painting, a full oil painting, and that is something that is definitely on trend, and a trend that we're seeing across all collections in wall art. But there's just something really nice about that piece there. It is framed. It has great coloring in it. Now, we're going to slide across the wall, and I'm going to show you the next painting here that we have with these birds. And there are a few pieces here, and 2 of them happen to be in this collection that I absolutely love. I'm going to show you the sunflowers in just a moment, but this one with the birds in the tree. The birds are vibrant. They stand out against that nice soft green color. This is a very nice, large piece of wall art that I think that is going to be very popular. This is going to be one of those items that comes out in the top 100 when we finally have the listing of all of the popular products. We're going to drop back down to the table and start on this corner, and Katie's just going to show you some of the sculpts that we have with our angels here. You're going to notice they have a little bit more texture. The coloring is excellent. We've got that nice little charcoal with a tiny touch of bronze, and we keep talking about that color bronze because it's so popular. We have some custom trays here, some textiles with that same classy mushroom. Look at this, a little bird's nest inside. It's teeny tiny, soft, beautiful little container that we have here. Here on the bottom, we have this as a mixed glaze on the top, and we have a little bit of texture on the bottom. Again, the colors really come together pretty with these lilacs that we have here. Over on this end of the table, we have some wooden trays, and we have the coasters that have that same motif, the very classy of the mushrooms. You know, these are not some of those fun, jovial gnome type mushrooms. We're seeing a nice elegance that we have for this patterning. And then, of course, we have this table runner that's right underneath of them. So everything here beautiful that we have. Speaking of textiles, check out this pillow with all of this stitching. Beautiful. We have some really good textiles in all 6 collections, but I think this collection has a lot of stitching on the pillows, a lot of beadwork here. Even the knotting that comes down, like this is all knotted. This is not printed. And every one of these petals here is actually stitched. This part's printed. This part is all stitched. This is all stitched right here. So this is a gorgeous, gorgeous pillow for you to pick up. Cute birds. We have a lot of garden stakes. If you are a garden center and you're looking for which one of these collections is for me, this is the collection for you because we have a lot of garden stakes. We have a lot of hanging outdoor wall pieces that are artistic but functional at the same time. These are beautiful. I always like anything that's going to have a little bit of this bronze and copper color on it, but also anything that's going to have blue that I can put into my garden. I really like that. Now, another pillow that we happen to have here is this one. Somehow, all the textiles that we have here in this collection, a lot of different stitching on them, soft serene colors. These could look great sitting on your cottage bench outside or on your chairs, porch, backyard, whichever one you happen to have. This one up here, again, the blues and the greens are nice and soft, but again, I like the knotting. Like, look at the knotting that they have there right on those little flowers. Very, very pretty. This section here is put together with the focus of the William Morris. Now, that is something that we had last season. It's its own unique style, but it blends very nicely with these new products, and especially with that mushroom motif. It's kind of blending very nicely with the same colors of the wall art that we had, that soft blue, that nice green, and then just making sure that we're just adding in a few extra little layers of pieces. This season, we did add a lot of things like this for outdoor. This is a nice ceramic piece that is hanging here to go with your garden stakes for all your garden centers. And then we also had some rain chains that are new and some wind spinners. And so we're going to turn slightly. And I know these are hanging, so they're very vertical. It's kind of difficult to see the entire piece here, but we've got a little bird over the edge, so your rain will come here, drip down through, but it's just very pretty. And it's got just that little touch of green with it too. We've got our spinners here that go in as a garden stake. We've got the little bird on top. These have a dragonfly, and this one in the back has a butterfly. So I want to make sure you get a chance to see those. Now, we don't usually show you the botanical wall, but I want to make sure that you see this. There are a lot of great botanicals here that we have. The first ones I want to show you are the Real Touch baby tulips here that we have. They're small, but these are the Real Touch. So if you haven't touched the Real Touch products before, you want to come in and feel them. They go right back to whatever shape. I can be as mean to them as I want, and they're going to go right back to their original shape. Your customer could sit on it if they wanted to, and it's still going to go back to this beautiful, beautiful tulip shape, so you don't have to worry about what the customer's going to do. These are gorgeous. Look at that coral color, and it's just rimmed just a little bit with a little bit of an orange. These are all very nice pieces that are the Real Touch, and I want to make sure that you have a chance to come in and do that if you did not do that in the past. As we slide across the wall, you'll see some more of our hydrangeas, you'll see some of our irises, and this is one of our new stems here. And at first I thought, oh, cherry blossom, but this is actually apple blossom. And it is gorgeous, pretty color, and we have a display with this coming up. So I wanted you to see it across the wall before we see it in the display, because this is one of those stems that I think is going to be a hot, hot stem that we have for this season. That one, and some of these nice pieces right here that have this kind of like small, this one's a sedum, but it kind of looks a little bit dried, but it also looks like the flower perfectly in bloom. So a little bit different that we have. We have a lot of wreaths here in this collection, some with butterflies. We have some with some bright, bright, vibrant color that are available to you. These pre-mades, all you have to do is unpack them and fluff them. They're ready to go. I was talking to some sales reps yesterday, and this is the collection where they really like the price point on these wreaths. They think that there's a good price on the wreath. So make sure when you're shopping inside your Melrose wholesale account, you put in wreath, and you can just put that in, go into Everyday 2025, and then in the search bar, just if you want to just see the pre-made wreaths, just put wreath, and then you're not going to see all the Christmas or the evergreen or anything like that. You're just going to see the everyday ones that are new for you, so you can make your selections. We're going to show them across the wall as we go through, Katie. Katie's going to show those to you. It's difficult to get zoomed in because they're high up on the wall, but I want to make sure that you get a chance to see some of them. The butterfly there with that bronze butterfly on the wall, wouldn't that be beautiful on your garden gate? I think that's perfect for a garden gate. Just a gorgeous new piece. And as we slide down, we're going to take a look at this rocker. Now we have two different rockers. We have it in a nice soft green. You probably saw that on the porch video that I did this morning when I was having my coffee. And if not, you want to go check that out. But we also have it in this nice bronze color that is very, very popular. So we have the two-seater and we have the single seats, and they are rockers, and these are not just decorative. I mean, of course, we have it set up with some things on it, but you can sit right on here and rock. And I have to tell you, it's very, very comfortable. So sometimes you see patio furniture and it looks great, but it's not comfortable. Well, this is very comfortable. I sat it in the photo room at Melrose and kind of fell in love with it. And then I kind of sat out there this morning and had my coffee in the courtyard one that we have set outside the showroom. So very nice, very, very comfortable. On the seat itself, we've got a couple more of our pillows. We've got some vases that, again, has that very classy mushroom print on it, the table runner. And I kind of like that the bunny has that soft green. I mean, we usually see our pieces that we sit on the patio or we sit by the front door, things like that, they're in that gray, but we're moving away from that gray a little bit, and this bunny in green, I think, really represents what's on trend. Here is a great arrangement in a pot that we have here with some of our garden stakes. This is metal, very large, bright, but also has a lot of detail in it, and those are some of the first garden stakes that we want to show you that are new. As we move across to this first shelving unit, we have some new angels for you. And angels, as you know, very popular to have some sculpts of some new angels that are coming out, especially for you know, March and April, around that time period. The ones in the back, look at this. That nice green color. Now, we've had a lot of angels with the wire wings before that have the wooden look. They are resin. They're usually praying and usually holding a dove, but these have the coloring on them. They have the flowers and they have the little bit of the vine that is hanging down, a little bit different than what we've had in the past for you to take a look at. I feel very relaxed. Can you tell I'm relaxed in this collection here? It's very relaxing here. I kind of like it. It's kind of nice. So we have some more wreaths that we're going to show you here that are new. Check out these garden stakes. These are going to double as a bird bath, and it is adjustable. That is something that I did in the warehouse. I was able to adjust that. So if you have a particular place in your garden where you want to put that and you want to make sure that you can see the birds maybe from outside in your window, inside, outside to the winter area where the birds are going to either fill it with some bird feed or you can use that as a bird bath, either one. Those are really cute. I really like that idea, and I like the idea of being able to adjust it so it's going to fit at the right height so I can see the birds. Here's one of our single rockers that came in, and this one is, of course, in the bronze and not in the soft green, but again, another beautiful knotted pillow. The textiles are exceptional here in this showroom. Some more of our wind spinners are here, some more wreaths, and lots of different floral combinations that we have available to you. And again, I'm going to encourage you to pick up several of them that you can pick up. You know, you never know when you're going to have that spot on the wall where you need to pop something in there and you want a little pop of color and you want to play with that. And because they're pre-made, this is something that your design team in-house doesn't have to stress. You can just pull it out, fluff it, have it ready to go. And that's really important for our retailers too, making sure that we have those products on hand and ready to go. I want to point out this wall art here. And again, we're sticking with that. What is popular, what is trending, what is coming on, and it's that oil painting, faux oil painting look, and the watercolor look is kind of fading away and going out. So these are a perfect way to kind of jump into that. They're smaller in size, but the color is fun to play with these. Here are three more of our heathers, and these are fun. Like, these have a very interesting texture. I saw these in the warehouse too. I like the color. This cream up here at the top, I think you'll be able to do a lot of different things with, but you've got the cream, you've got the pink, you've got the purple, and you've got the yellow mustard color down here at the bottom. All four of these are going to be something that provide a lot of value. We've got a lot of cut here that you can, you know, do a lot of different cuts on this, and I think that's going to be important for you. Now we get to my other favorite new things that we have here in the Melrose showroom, and they happen to be the wall art that we have behind these fountains. There's just something about this entire look that is different. We've had many fountains for you in the past that have this patina look, that have this aged look, this weathered look that goes outside. And, you know, it's kind of hard in the showroom because you'll have something else behind it and you can't see it. So the designers redid this wall and put this greenery back behind there and then put the sunflowers with it. And there's something about this that is stopping customers in their tracks. They really like the vibrancy of the sunflowers, but the green and that green background really helps to sell the fountains. So I think this is something that you can do in your store and you can replicate that we have here at Melrose, making sure that whatever type of a surface that you have for your weathered and aged patina fountains, that you have something vibrant behind it to accentuate it like that. We have several new pieces that have that weathered iron look to it. It's going to have a little bit, it looks this way, of course, you know, your hand's perfectly clean. This is the finish that we have on it. I just want to make sure to point that out to you, that that's how that's put together. This is a very nice tri-piece. So we have 3 different pieces here that you can work with, and we've got it nailed to the wall, but 1, 2, 3. That's how that works together. Some more greenery. You're going to see some more wreaths as we come across here. In the front here, as we come across the fountains, Katie's going to step back so you can see the full fountains. They're sometimes kind of hard to shoot, but you want to be able to see each of the pieces. And of course, if you're new to selling fountains and you haven't done that before, some of the things that customers are looking for is how many drops. How many drops do we have from each place where there's water? And that adds value to your fountain. The sound. So our metal fountains sound different than our ceramic fountains. That's pretty normal. It's pretty common. And so if you are just getting into adding fountains to your store, that's something that you're going to want to listen to, talk to your sales rep about. They can give you some advice on the sound of the metal fountain versus the ceramics. And then, of course, you know, just an aesthetic overall, whether we have the bird on it or this little one. Isn't this a nice new little one? Doesn't take a lot of water, but has a couple of different drops, and we have the birds sitting on the side. That's a very nice new fountain. We're going to turn and we're going to take a look at kind of shift into some of our other pieces. And these are maybe pieces that are not in the garden, but they remind us of the garden. The frogs are super cute. Love those frogs. I like how he's got his arms all folded in the back. He's kind of got a little attitude. That makes me automatically like him. I like frogs with attitude. Down on this shelf, we have the butterflies, and we talked about this. We brought in some different butterflies this year. Last year, in our top 10 were the 3 cream butterflies with all of this detailing that they had on them. But this year, we brought some in that are pink. We brought in this set here in this collection with the orange, the golden, and the nice light pistachio green. Different colored butterflies. I think that's something that we're going to see. Again, we're seeing a lot of gift giving in the last few years. The gift sales are up, and these are something that are simple and easy. You can easily pick up a little colored butterfly to give to someone to put on their dressing table or someplace in their bedroom that is just going to remind them of you. I think that's a good gift idea to pick up. We're going to slide here to this nice array outside. Of course, frogs are always been big with Melrose, so we have a lot of our best-selling frogs that are back on display. But then we have the new wind chimes, and so these are going to give us a little bit of aesthetic for outdoor, but they have that same look. So these are going to tie in to what we have for our new screens, and so we're going to show you some of the new bells that are hanging and some of the screens that are on this table. We're going to walk all the way around this so that you get a chance to see them. And we're going to start here with this one. Now this is a full planter piece. The first thing you're going to notice is the coloring of the new ones is just a little bit, it's not vibrant by any means. It still has that age and weathered look, but there's a little bit more orange and terracotta to the tone. And the same is true for the one that we've got hanging here on the wall. They do have the stakes that they can go directly in the ground, or they can go into a planter box. But at the same time, on the back is where we have the keyholes where you can hook that up. And so you'll be able to hook that onto a patio or put it into a planter, pretty much position it any place that you like. Some newer greenery products happen to be on this wall too. And you may have seen these earlier in the week. These pads, they're calling them a moss pad, and they're the set 3. So you have the large one, the medium, and the small. I did see where the designers split them up. They had several sets of them, and they used like 3 of the small together, 3 of the medium together, or the large one completely separate. So when you're doing your ordering, that's something to keep in mind, is how to split those out. The moss mats have been around for a long time. These worked great with the succulents that you saw in the front of the showroom. They'd really just merged well. And we have some new kind of bird's nest, but in a moss look that you can play with. And these are really great inside some of your vases that you can mix that with some of the dried pieces, and the designers have done that in other collections that are gorgeous. We're going to slide down here to these little nice stakes that you can put inside of your pots. So your garden centers are really going to like this. This is going to give you that color, that vibrancy that you're looking for in your arrangement. And each of these are going to be sold separately. And so these are just flower stems. So when you're going to your account and you're looking for these, you can pick the color that you're looking for your design. Now, as we move on through, we're going to continue to see some of our screens that we have available to you. And here's something a little bit different. Did you notice that they're dimensional? And so when you stand back from them, you're going to see a little bit of the shadow. So the idea here is these are going to play with the light. These are going to play well in the sunlight, and they're going to cast a little bit of a shadow to give not just the overall appeal, like this one with the hummingbird and the flower, but the shadow behind it is going to give you a little bit of dimension, a little bit extra artistic view for what you're looking at there. And we're going to continue to move this way. We have a couple of these other elements that are stakes, and it's going to be kind of tight here. I like to make the little noise pieces too. Great stakes here. I do like this color, and again, we've got that copper and that bronze. We're really playing into that with that soft green. This one is directly across from our break room. And I have to tell you, every time I sit down to work on the computer, I see this butterfly look, and the more I look at this, the more I love it. Like, I just sit there, and the first day I'm like, oh, that's kind of cute. And then, like, in the afternoon, I'm like, you know, I really like the detail on that butterfly. The more I look at it, the more I fall in love with this little garden stake here. And I'm a gardener. I have a huge backyard, so I like to fill mine with lots of pretty things. This screen here is flexible. And that's one of the things I really like about that. And I was playing with that in the warehouse. You can fold it all the way up flat and put it away if you want to for the winter months. Pop that right back out and put that into the garden space. You can, they even have it on a tabletop here. But again, you can stick these right into the ground, or you can take them and put them inside of a planter or on a terrace or a raised garden bed, and they look fantastic. I would use that screen in a commercial application. This is the perfect one for you guys to see. Of course, I like the little mushrooms down below too, but Katie's going to show them all to you. And as we turn around here, she's going to show you what those keyholes look like so that you know how you're going to put those onto a garden gate or a garden fence. And then I did skip. I get you excited. I get all excited when I see all this garden stuff. And I tend to go a little quickly, but I do want to show you this piece, and it's kind of hard to shoot, but I want to make sure that you get to see it. It's the 3 pieces that are garden stakes, and they're hinged at the top. And so that is very unique. I think that's a unique garden feature, piece of art, but also kind of functional. Like I can just see putting this in with my planter, with my flowers on a patio or a terrace. But I also see that you could kind of plant your vines and stuff and kind of let it grow a little bit. Maybe not something that grows a lot, like you don't want it to go all the way across it. You won't be able to see it very well, but I definitely would plant something small there, like, I don't even know, maybe a clematis or something, if it was a smaller clematis, something like that, and let it just kind of wind with that and then add that little natural color. Beautiful and gorgeous. There are a lot of things to see here in the backyard garden. It's casual, it's fun. A lot of these products can go on inside on your porch, in your entryway, places like that, but a lot of them are made to go outside, and so that's what's great for the gardener and all of us. We are here in Dallas in Showroom 310. We encourage you to go inside your Melrose wholesale account and take a look at Everyday 2025. It has all 6 collections and all 900 new products. And I'm going to encourage you to start using that search bar a little bit more. You can look specifically for where the holes are in your inventory. Pop in there garden stakes, pop in there wreaths, pop in there stems, and you'll see all the new ones that we have out and all the ones that are trending. If you have not booked your appointment for Atlanta or Las Vegas, we're going to encourage you to go ahead and do that. We want your market experience to be the best it can possibly be, and that is helpful when you have all the time that you need set aside with your rep. Your rep works for you. That's your employee that you don't have to pay. And I know sometimes we don't think of our sales reps that way, but it is true. You can assign tasks to them. What did I buy last year? When my sales up or down in this category? What did I have that I was short of that I need to have? Can you find me this in a different color? Your sales rep can help you do those things. And I always think it's kind of fun because they're your hidden employee. So if you have a good relationship with them, they can help you get a lot of things off that to-do list, so you can enjoy life a little bit more. Thanks for joining us today. We do have 6 walks and tours through the different collections. I hope you have a time to sit down, get a cup of coffee, and enjoy all of them.